let's get to some big volleyball news now because the non-conference schedule is set. We have it right here. We get to unveil it with you right now. That's our Big Blue story. Obviously an exciting group, an exciting style of play, a tough schedule, as always in the SEC, even more so with Texas joining the fold. This is the exact same position Kentucky was in last year with Arkansas. They beat the Razorbacks twice in the regular season, had to play them in the postseason, and Arkansas left that one with the win. Maybe that helps Craig Skinner and these Cats really emphasize how important it is. It doesn't matter that you've already taken care of this team twice. This one's the one that counts the most.
Brooklyn.
Babcock is such a great player, and it's interesting because a lot of her kills actually come out of the back row. Pitt is one of the best teams in the nation at setting that back row, and Babcock has one simple trick to help her be successful.
Hit the ball as hard as you can.
Simple as that. Hit it as hard as you can. And Olivia Babcock is very good at doing that. If you're Kentucky, though, you're hoping yesterday's grueling 5-setter against the Ducks wore them, Babcock maybe especially, down a little bit. It certainly helps, too, that Erin Lamb is back from that injury that kept her out for so long. Now you add her back in. People haven't been expecting her to be back at this level, and she has been. All right, all that positive momentum culminated in a few postseason awards for this team. Brooklyn DeLay is the SEC's Player of the Year.
SEC Showdown.
Our preview of Kentucky and Oklahoma is our Big Blue story presented by CHI St. Joseph Health. Setting the tone tonight will be these setters. It's a strength for both teams as Kentucky's Emma Groma and Oklahoma's Peyton Chamberlain are currently SEC setters of the week. Other OU players to watch: number 12, Alexis Shelton. She's recorded double-digit kills in every match so far this season, 3rd in the SEC and 9th in the nation with 4.66 kills per set, slightly higher than Brooklyn DeLay's 4.29 mark for the Wildcats. Then there's Kari Geisberger, the 6'7", yes, 6'7", fifth-year senior, leads the Sooners with a .382 hitting percentage. She's been extra hot since SEC play began. Senior outside Erin Lamb is listed as out indefinitely with a non-volleyball related medical absence. She last played against Stanford on September 21st. Kentucky volleyball onto the Elite Eight for the first time since 2020. Welcome into BBN tonight. I'm Maggie Davis. But then the Tigers looked feisty in set number 3, trying to avoid the sweep. Missouri led by as many as 11 before winning 25-16
in that 4th set.
Yes, and Kentucky has honestly struggled a little bit with that early on in the season. They got reverse swept a handful of times, meaning they won those first 2 sets and then went on to lose the match. They made sure that was not the case today.
We'll figure kills.
Let's talk about those girls at the net. The outside duo was dominant. Brooklyn DeLay, the South Region Player of the Year, backing that title up this afternoon. A match best 22 kills on 43 attempts. She only committed 4 errors. She is an all-around player for Kentucky. She plays all 6 rotations. This is why she can put up hitting numbers that you see there. She also added 6 digs, 2 blocks, and 3 aces along the way, too. There's always so much talk about peaking in the postseason, right? Everybody wants that, but this team is doing it as well as anybody in the country right now. A 15-match winning streak dating all the way back to October 16th. Even more impressive. The Cats have only lost 5 sets total during that stretch, but another tough stretch is just around the corner. It's Kentucky against the top seed and the regional host Pittsburgh in the next round this Saturday at 5 o'clock Eastern time. That'll be on ESPN2. And how much does it help to have a setter like Emma Groma, who leads the entire country in assists per set right now?
It's incredible. The Wildcats looked dominant throughout the first 2 sets, but the Aggies refusing to go down without a fight here in an SEC showdown inside Rupp Arena. Aggies claim set 3, and hey, we're going to a 4th. More volleyball for us. Maggie Davis alongside Leah Edmond. And Leah, what was working for the Aggies in that set specifically?
I mean, it started with Texas A&M.
Northern Kentucky will serve first, and we are just seconds away from the first serve inside Memorial Coliseum. It's Tori Houston, the starting setter. First kill of the night goes to the Wildcats, and it belongs to Jordan Daly.
Free ball opportunity for Baylor. Back set and a kill.
She will have some stiff competition tonight because on the other side of the net is the country's leading blocker. That's Afena Kasapala. Back set, Brooklyn DeLay bumps it over and finds the donut. Sophomore looking to get going early. That was a soft touch moment by Brooklyn DeLay, but trust me, you are going to see some powerful swings by Kentucky's sophomore tonight.
Bumped over by Murphy. Free ball for the Cats. Rome to Taylor. Count it.
Johnny, yesterday you told us that you always forget your warm-up. Did you remember it today?
No, I had to go back and get it today in between serve pass and video. So the answer is no, but it's turning out to work out. So maybe I'll forget it on the way to Nebraska. Oh, no.
Take it to Lincoln with you, Johnny. Take it to Lincoln. Unfortunately, the one thing you can't take to Lincoln is this crowd in this venue, your final time playing in Rupp Arena. What does that mean to you?
Everything.
As the Norse look to extend a 3-0 scoring run here in the third. To Thigpen again, meets the block. She'll hit it over herself, but NKU's ready. Banks from the 10-foot line, looking for that back corner, but it goes long. And that brings us to match point Wildcats. 24-13 in set 3. Big Blue Nation on its feet. More than 3,500 fans in attendance on opening night in Memorial Coliseum. As the Cats leader with 14 kills, followed by DeLay with 13, Teeler with 11, but none of that happens without their setter. We talked about it at the beginning of the match, and now we're joined by Miss Setter herself, Emma Grome. Emma, congratulations on the win. What was working so well for you and your team tonight? Outside the Cockrell, what a dig. And it's a kill by Elise McGee. Who else to finish it here in the first round of the NCAA tournament? A sweep. Check. Here comes Rutherford. Down for the Cats. And how about Logan Lednicki, the sophomore, up to double-figure kills on the evening with 10. Followed closely behind by not one, but two of her teammates, Moneke and Muth, with 9 kills apiece. That's the momentum that they're looking to bring into set 4. They certainly had it to end set 3 with that 26-24 win. Anytime you go to extra points, it's a little more juice involved. What a dig by DeLay. Aaron Lamb into the block. Bevan is there. DeLay again, over. Here goes Morgan. Getzinger on the slide. What a dig. Lower. Miss swing. Tapped over. What a rally. Aaron Lamb will end it for the Wildcats. The road to Tampa goes through Lexington, Kentucky, where we are inside historic Rupp Arena to see Baylor face off against the 7th seed James Madison in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Coach Skinner said, yeah, I'm gonna go home, gonna eat dinner, gonna get some good sleep, gonna brush my teeth. That's my game day routine. What's your game day routine?
Pretty much just that. Exactly that. Good sleep, food, brush teeth.
Brush teeth.
Just that.
All the dentists out there are happy. Johnny, how about you?